Hi fellow crafters, Craftily Creative Lady here. Today is all about you and your silhouette software and me to tell you all about it. Let's get crafting. Button explanation. Silhouette Stereo Tools. Silhouette Stereo Tools has 4 toolbars that you can use. The first one to the left of your screen is the drawing tools. That's all about the drawing and the image. Just on top of that, in a horizontal line, you have image manipulation tools. That is specifically for images and what you want to do with the images. To the right hand side of the screen, you have the Silhouette Stereo Tools, and that's all sorts of menus that opens that you can add more details. And then to the right hand top corner of your screen, you have Library and Store Tools. Let's discuss this. The Silhouette Stereo Tools toolbar is the one located to your right side of the screen. If you click on any of these buttons, it will open a new window or a new menu in this space so that you have more options of what you actually wanted to do. So let's click on all of them quickly. The first one is Page Setup. The second one is your Pick Scan. All your fill colors, your line style options, what line, what the weight is, and what color the line should be. The next one is your tracing tools. Then your image effects menu, your text style domination menu. Then how do you want to transform or align your workspace? Replicate all your images. What style, how many, down, left, right, whatever you want. Then your modify. Do you want to weld, subtract, intersect, crop? What do you want to do? Then your offset. How big it must be. What is the distance? This is your stipple menu and whatever shapes you can have for your stipple menu. Embossing. All your embossing options. This is for nesting. What do you want to nest? How do you want to nest it? How do you want the nesting aligned? This is your nesting options, and this is your sketch menu. How do you want to sketch? Close, not so close, circled, whatever you want to sketch. Then you have your rhinestone menu, all your rhinestone options, and then you have your layers and what layers you want and how many layers you want and which layers you want to see and which you don't want to see. So this is all the Silhouette Stereo menus. So let's talk about the drawing toolbar. The drawing toolbar, remember I said that's the one on the left. So the first one there on your toolbar is Edit Points button. If you click on your shape and you click on that button, you will see your shape has 4 little squares. That's the points you are able to edit now. So if you click on the point, can you see the red line there? That's a curve. You can change the curve as you wish, or you can just take the point and bring it in. So you can manipulate the points as you wish. The second button there is the line tool. The first one is just for you to draw a proper line. That's just a line. The second option you have there is to draw a polygon. If you click there, you can draw whatever you want. The third option there is just to draw a curve shape. Like that. Can you see? And then you have a fourth option there at the line tool, just for you to draw an arc. Can you see there? Depending on Have a look there. Can you see the corner is changing, whatever degrees you want your arc to be. So that's the line tool. So the next button is about shapes. The first option you have there is just to draw a normal rectangle. The second option is to draw a rounded rectangle. Have a look at the corners of the rectangle. Then you can draw an ellipse, like this or like that, ellipse. And then the fourth option you have is to draw a polygon. And there's your polygon. If you have a look in the middle of the polygon, depending on how many sides you want, you can just move that slider to have 6 or 7 or 8 or 4 or 3 sides, whichever one you choose. Next in line on the drawing bar is the freehand tool. You can draw freehand, whatever you want to do, like this. Or you have a second option to do smooth freehand drawings. Can you see there? It smooths out your entire drawing. We have the next button that says you can add text on your page. You click on the A for text and you add any text on your page in any font, whatever you choose. The button on the toolbar after the text is the eraser tool. So if you click on the eraser tool, you can erase anything you want. You left click and drag and move and erase. The next tool is one of my favorites. It's actually a funny one. As you can see, it's the knife tool. Just like a normal knife, you can cut anything here. You just click and drag, and then you have 2 pieces. So whatever you choose to cut, your knife tool will do it for you. Have a look. Can you see? This is very cool. I quite like this one. The next button on this toolbar is awesome. It's called the Transfer Properties button. You click on the shape you want properties on. Make sure it's highlighted. Then you click on your Transfer Properties button. And then you choose the shape or image that you want the properties transferred from. If you click here, then your first one you click on that you selected, that's still selected, will have the properties of the one you chose. And that's your drawing toolbar. So your Library and Store Tools toolbar is the one up here, as you can see here. So it consists of Design, Store and Library. Design is the view you currently see. The Store one, if you click on Store, it will take you to the online store. We'll just wait a sec for the internet to load that, so that you can see the online store. There's your online store. And what you do is you search any image you want, click enter, and then when you go down, you have a lot of flowers at your store. And then your library tool, that is for all the stuff you've already added, like this is all my fonts and my 3D stuff and borders and cards and so on and so forth. So then that is your Library and Store Tools toolbar. Please note, the image I'm going to use for demonstration is not a solid image. It's an image with a lot of particles that forms one image. So now we're going to talk about the image manipulation toolbar. I have an image here, which is in a few pieces, as I've just explained. So this is not one image, this is a few images together. So the first button there is, you can choose your color. So if I go back to this color, it's red, and you can see it in that block. If you click here, you can see it's blue. If you click here, you can see it's grey. If you, for instance, want to change the color of an image, you click on the image like I did there. You go to the drop down menu and you click another color. So you can change the colors with this button. The next button is your line color button. You can choose the lines to be different. This is your cut line. The next button you will see, you can choose different styles of lines. You can have a solid line or you can have perforated lines, whichever one you want to choose. Then we get to the scale tool. The scale tool gives you the option to make your object bigger or smaller. Bigger or smaller. You have the option to enter the width and the height yourself. You can also click the lock key to lock in your ratio so that you don't have, so that if you type in, for instance, 5 centimeters there, the ratio stays in proportion. The next one is your move menu. If you open your move menu, you can see you can move this to a specific spot on your page. If you want that specific spot to be, let's say, 5 centimeters on your X, it will go exactly. So the middle of your image will exactly be 5 centimeters from the left hand side. The next button on the menu is the grouping. So you can highlight all your images and you can say group. Then you have one image that you can use, that you can move. Or if your entire image is grouped, you can click on the next button which says ungroup selected shapes. Then you have the particles apart again. Then we move on to the layers. You can bring it to the front, you can send it to the back, you can bring a bit forward, you can bring a bit to the back, whichever position you choose. Then you have a welding tool. The welding tool, if I can explain quickly, it works like this. If you select that image, you select, for instance, that one, and you click weld, it will be one image. Can you see there? It's not 2 images anymore, it's now 1 image. Then the next button is your offset button. If you, for instance, want to have a shadow around this one, you click on offset. You choose whatever you want the width to be there, and you have an offset, which can be used as a separate image to do a shadow. Can you see there? Separate image to do a shadow. Then the next button is your duplicate button. If you click on your duplicate button, you immediately have a duplication of your current image. Can you see that? Duplicate button. So that's your image manipulation toolbar, and that's how it works. Thank you for watching my video. Till next time, goodbye.